County. And tonight, this activity is athletics, and the specific athletic activity is varsity football. We are at the home of the Liberty Patriots. We've been here all day long. We had our In the Huddle show, our live on-campus show featuring football and volleyball, the marching band, the cheerleaders, ASB students. We had a big day today live on campus, and then we're back here now for the kickoff. The Patriots are hosting Buchanan High School. Buchanan comes in 3-0, Liberty at 2-1. These two teams know each other very, very well. More on that as the evening unfolds. But before I go a second longer, I want to introduce to you and bring him back to the air the newest inductee, the 2024 class of Bakersfield College Renegades into the Hall of Fame. My partner, a driller legend, a Renegade legend, but more importantly, a great man, a great friend, Kenny Calvin. Another Friday night where you can feel it an hour before kickoff.
I can feel it coming. No, it's just another beautiful experience here at Liberty. They always treat us like gold. But here's going to be an interesting contest for them. They didn't score any points from a touchdown perspective last week, only having a field goal. Now you're playing a tough Buchanan team that's undefeated. What's Coach Bolin going to do to get that offense back clicking like it usually does?
Got a nice defense, no question about it. Spoke with one of their defensive studs today in our In the Huddle, and that part of their team seems to be put together pretty well. To that point, though, their offense, they're going to have to kind of maybe define themselves tonight. If there was ever a night to define it, this is going to be it against the Buchanan team. Came off a big win against Edison last weekend. I was down on the field kind of trying to get a feel for both teams, and, of course, at this stage of the evening, both teams feeling pretty good, both teams feeling pretty confident, but we'll see. Anything stand out to you so far, Kenny, 3 weeks in with regards to clean play, everything crisp? Is everything still kind of getting worked out, or do you feel like at this level now, at the high school level, week 4, at the varsity level, that the mistakes are lessening and it's getting cleaner, or where do you think we're at?
I'm glad you said that, because over the past week, a lot of talk about whether games are warm-up games or if every game is a test. I come from the tradition where every game is a test. There's no such thing as warm-up. Like, yeah, exactly. Like Allen Iverson said, practice. I mean, only warm-ups are scrimmages. Once you're past the scrimmages, you're getting to the meat of the presentation, even if it's non-conference play, because you're finding out what you guys are made of. And right now is an interesting time as we enter the 4th week of the season for Liberty. As they're back home, let's see if they can get into some good graces with the crowd and surprise a good Buchanan team.
Thank you, Kenny. Julian's got us covered tonight. Technically, the Bears of Buchanan High School will kick off. They're in all white. They're going left to right here in the first quarter. Liberty in that home blue, taken at the 5-yard line, looking for some room. Oh, it's a really nice return out there, and that's going to be Emiliano Witten, and Witten gets to the 31-yard line. So it'll be decent field position.
One of the things I love about Coach Bolin, he does a great job having a balanced attack on offense. Buchanan, on the other hand, they run a lot of spread stuff on offense. Not a whole lot of things done on the ground for them. But they have a secret weapon in the booth that we just saw in Coach Quinn, former Ridgeview coach,
did you see that?
Who has a history of coaching against Coach Bolin.
Did you see that? Coach Quinn tried to sneak by us, too.
Tried to sneak on in on us.
And Kenny said, hey, Coach Quinn, and he stopped in his tracks.
Can't get past us, VP.
Turk looks, fires, right across. Oh, almost one-handed. Almost one-handed out there by Brock Wattenberger.
And on that pass, you're saying, well, why is he throwing it behind him? Because it's a very small window between that backer and that safety. You throw that too far ahead, that's going to be picked off by that underneath backer. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
Bears undefeated. Had a chance to talk to their head coach, Ross Wood, for a couple seconds down there. Wonderful gentleman, nice guy. Flicked out to the side, incomplete. So they're 0 for 2.
Clay Turk on the season, 27 to 50 for 358. He's at about 54%. You would like to be at 60 as a quarterback, but at the high school level, 54% is pretty good.
So a quick 3rd and 10 just like that.
Wattenbarger's their leading receiver at 124 yards on the season. He's going to try to get it to him as much as he can, but you can't try to force it. And right now, you got 3rd and 10 and an empty set for Turk.
Strong right side. And now heading out even further to the right side. They take a quick look, fires, it's caught, but the Bears say nothing doing. Big tackle out there by Donovan Dunmore. And
Callaway gets pushed out of bounds.
Interesting part of the field, but no question about it, they will punt.
Yeah, and that's a nice, safe call by Coach Bolin because you want to see if they're playing too deep and you want to try to see if your athletic wide receiver can make a play on the hitch. Great tackle by that DB, preventing the first down. 4th and 6.
We had young Jalen on the show today. Jalen Murphy.
He's a stud.
More about him in a little bit. Oh, wow. Did the ball hit him in the ankle?
Hit somebody.
Oh, goodness. We thought for a second that ball bounced off the ankle of Landon Berger. Apparently it did not. The official was quick to throw down the beanbag.
That was very close, VP.
Now we're going to see this Bear offense. The defense did a job. 3 and out.
The Bear offense loves to spread that thing out. They do a great job getting it to their guys. Madrigal, he's 22 of 34 on the year, and he's upward of that 64 percentile that we say a successful quarterback should have. You got a quarterback throwing 64% on the year, you're going to be pretty good.
Madrigal, a senior. Big kid. I was standing up next to him with the cleats on. He's eye to eye. He's got one back behind him. 1st and 10 for Buchanan. Pump fake, they come down here to the far side. He's got a man open. Does he have him? Oh, almost caught. Ooh, goodness. And it goes to Donovan Dunmore. It was intended for Donovan Dunmore. Man, so how about that right out of the gate, man-to-man coverage?
Oh, I love it because Davion Day was ready. And as a DB, you got to expect the unexpected. First play of the game, they trying to go for the jugular, fake the eye, or to fake the dive, and they go outside to that fade route. And he was ready, playing the hands. Great job by Day.
2nd and 10. Nobody back there with Madrigal now. In motion, Wyatt, Aviles. They hand it to Aviles.
21-year ball carrier for the Bears, Wyatt
Aviles. Interesting spelling for Aviles, but we'll go with it. And by the way, hello and good evening to all the Buchanan High School family, friends, fans, administration, anybody who works in the high school or in the area. Special hello to you. Thank you for being with us tonight on the Kernheim Network. I know that I have some colleagues in the professional world that help spread the word up and that I'm friends with, and he helps spread the word up into the area to have you enjoy this on the Kernheim Network. Play action. Madrigal to the right side, flicks it, has a man wide open. That's Perez. Perez will pick up the first down. Perez knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
And that was a great job by Perez. He ran the flat route, but once you get to the sideline, you need to go up. And that's exactly what he did once he got outside of the numbers. Great read by the quarterback, 1st and 10. Trips left.
Ball's at the 44, right where we're standing. We're on the 45-yard line, so they are right below us. Bird's eye view, strong left side for Madrigal. And he goes that way. Fires it out to the left side. Gonzalez has it. Tripped up. What a play. What a wonderful play out there. No shocker who that is. Are you kidding me? Brock Wattenberger, that's pretty easy to pick up on.
Yeah, his dad's a former teammate of mine, one of my favorite linebackers I ever had, if I'm not mistaken. And his big brother is also a Smack City legend up on the Renegade Hill.
We've got some bloodline football tonight for sure. I had a nice chat with Mr. Bucky this evening, pre-game, and I didn't want to bother him. He was standing over there. I said, well, there he is. I don't want to, he's an NFL guy. And he said, hey, what are you doing? I started laughing. He goes, is Van Horn up there? I said, thank God, no, it's Skinny Calvin.
That's my big bro, man.
Yeah.
My favorite Bucky story is the day my daughter was born, labor had to be induced. I walk out of the hospital room stressed and crying, and the first person I see is my big bro Bucky.
Wonderful guy, and there's a penalty, false start there. And Julian, I don't know if you can catch the end of the blue tarp over there. Gentleman in the white shorts right there.
Legend.
Got his hand right there in his pocket. That is.
Former
False
Dolphin,
start.
former
Buchanan.
Stanford Cardinal. Jeff Bucky.
His son is the big fella, Quinn Bucky, a junior, and I took a photo of him tonight pregame. He filled up my entire frame. I'm not kidding you. I was from me to Julian. He filled up the entire frame with a phone. You'll see him, jersey 72, big left tackle. So penalty on the Bears. Here we go. Madrigal goes to his right, has his outlet, and not on the same page, but Carvel Wafer was really still in his route. Didn't have a chance to even turn around and get a look.
Boy, if he had any kind of time, he had Jalen Gonzalez wide open on the corner route. They ran a rare double corner route. You very rarely see that. But he definitely had Gonzalez had he had time. Now, the Liberty defense with a huge opportunity with 3rd and 15.
Had he hit Wafer, Wafer could have had a first down. So a break for the Patriots on D. Here we go. It's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 16 after the penalty. Madrigal scouts, looks. Wants to go down the far side, lets it fly, has the man, and this is a talented young man. Oh, wow, almost caught out there by Cade Fulmer. And Cade Fulmer, one of the quickest receivers in the Central Valley. A senior, Cade Fulmer, and that went through his hands, that went through his arms. That would have been a long, long, long first down, but some seriously good coverage out there by Davion Day.
Yes, because it did go through his hands, but what was not seen on the backside is Davion Day is fighting through the wrist. You have to continue to fight through the wrist as you see the ball enter the hands of the receiver, and Davion Day is putting on a clinic at left corner.
Ooh.
He must have knew I was up here.
Yes, but they dodged one there. Nice deep snap. Oh, what a punt. Look out, returnable. If it's Wattenberger, and it is, can he get loose? Wattenberger. Oh, nice downfield tackle to the 25-yard line. No flags, and we will get to the second offensive set for the Liberty Patriots.
I mean, and that's a confidence builder if you're Liberty, because you stop a smoking hot team in Buchanan on their first drive. You got to love it. 1st and 10. It'll be interesting to see how Bolin approaches this drive after throwing it, I want to say 3 out of 4 times on that first drive.
I'm Vance Palm, joined by Kenny Calvin, Julian Wilson, our director tonight. Second set here for Liberty. Boy, you can already feel this is going to shape up to be a nice one tonight.
Yes, it is.
They start this one on the ground.
Murphy, your ball carrier.
So Jalen Murphy, we talked to Jalen Murphy today. What a great interview, and Coach Richie Bolin was there ahead of him, and he goes, hey, look, my guest tonight, our student guest will be a little behind schedule only because he's in class. I said, hey, my man, no issue there. So Jalen came in a little late. We put the headphones on, and he jumped right in. What a class act. And,
25-yard line.
well, I tell you what, we finished the day, and I was talking to my son Noah today, and he goes, you had Jalen Murphy on today? He goes, yeah. He goes, that's my guy, man. I said, oh, yeah.
Big time. 42 carries on the year, 274 yards. He's averaging 6.5 per carry.
2nd and 11. Here he comes on this near side. Murphy cuts up. A great move. Nobody can bring him down yet. And Murphy to the 46-yard line of the Buchanan Bears. We're giving him love. He gives it back.
We got our crystal balls out again, and today we're going to call the right names.
First down.
Well, they stretch it out here to the left side, but he could only do so much until he had to cut up, and he needed the rest of the work.
That was an amazing job putting his foot in the ground, but that was a great job by the pulling guard.
Official spot the ball
as well. We got to give those big guys some credit up front.
And we will. We mentioned Quinn Bucky. Now he's playing right tackle. Can't miss him, 72, but we will also get the rest of the guys.
Number 21, Murphy, your ball carrier.
Bears read that one pretty well. Maybe a gain of 1. We're just underway. We're at Liberty High School. You are watching the Kern High Network. Great to have you with us tonight. A real pleasure.
Well, I tell you what, VP, Blake Carson, he tried to serve pancakes for dinner, man. He blocking guys 15 yards down the field, and I like it.
Another senior, jersey 66.
You know they're going to show out when they got the legendary Jeff Bucky standing on the sideline.
Nice crowd still filling in. Wow, what a fun, festive evening tonight at Liberty, of course. What an atmosphere on campus today. Quick toss out to the right side. Uh-oh, could be big trouble here. Oh, they get out and close it out. Flag on the play, though, and those stretched out pass plays out to the flats. Boy, you almost can guess what it is, but we won't. We'll wait. Nice crew tonight. Really nice, top-notch veteran crew out there this evening on this Friday night game of the week. Yes, we have a ton of storylines to talk about. We have all of our Current Night Network in the huddle notes. We'll go over who's playing tonight. We'll talk about all of that, but it is a holding penalty against the Patriots. There's just so much to unfold that I'd like to watch the game for a while and kind of see what's happening out on the grass in front of us, and then we'll get into those storylines happening around the community.
Holding Liberty.
Yeah, because this is a huge game
That's going to be second and
for
19
Liberty. I
for the
don't
Patriots.
remember the last time they were 2-2, right?
44-yard line.
This is definitely a character identifying game for them, and they're doing very well in this first quarter. Second and 20.
Has this man wide open. It's Wattenberger. Can he get it to him? He does. Wattenberger puts one move on. Another move. Can he cut back far enough? Picks up the first down. Oh, what a great stutter step move right here, and he absolutely iced out the DB.
VP, he was out there saucing, man. I'm telling you.
And if Turk's pass had a little more on it, he's in the end zone. Oh, what a move.
Man, I mean, all he needed was two of those shakers. How he was saucing out there. Amazing move and run after the catch. First and 10 Patriots. Twins left.
Turk's kicking himself, saying a little more zip, and that's 6.
Huge confidence builder.
Spot the ball.
So right, Kenny. They stay on the ground now, and they're going to give it to Davion Day. Oh, and he lowers the boom at the 22-yard line.
Crosses the 25.
Davion Day is having a fantastic quarter. That was a nice
And
run.
that's a Patriot.
But what I like most about it is the fact that you have number 21 in Jalen Murphy leading the way as the lead blocker.
What a long night for those DBs.
Ooh-wee. You can tell this offense is playing with a chip on their shoulder. Something to prove. This will be a huge accomplishment to get a score.
Two good football teams you're looking at right here, Kern County. They come to the left side. Murphy tries to get free, cannot. Really nice play there. Great tackle by Jonathan Rennells.
And I like that play design, VP, because they're running that power off to the left, but they also have Emiliano Witten flashing to the flat on the right. So if you keep trying to go with flow to offset Murphy, that pass in the flat is going to be open all night long.
All night.
Second and 11.
Whoa, spread way out to the top of your screen. Way out on top of it is Brock Wattenberger. And next to him, Lucas Biamonte. Rolling, looking, throws into the end zone, and he just overthrows his intended receiver Lucas Biamonte. So they're going for it.
Yeah, and that's one he's going to want to have back, VP, because if he stops and sets his feet, he had options on the backside as well as that corner route. And he'll get better later in the year with those kind of throws. Third and 11 for the Patriots.
5:50 remaining here in the first. The Buchanan Bears 3-0 at Liberty 2-1. Two really, really good football teams, very well coached. Turk on a 3rd and 11, drops back, stops, looks. The big fella steps out of the pocket and goes down at about the 22-yard line. So you see that?
Look at this battle going on
that
down
was
here.
nice, man. Jacob Ramos for the Patriots and Cooper Rogers for the Bears. They went to the whistle, right?
Man, VP, I think I was a lineman in my former life, man, because I'll be watching the funk going on in the trenches, and I ain't even watching the backside of the play, man. These guys is going at it.
Goodness, that was – they needed a whistle to stop him.
Wow.
Julian Struzian
11, Lucas Piamonte set to hold.
A 39-yarder. It's up, and it's no good wide right.
Struzen's kick is
So
no
Struzen
good.
is kick wide right. The Bears hold. They'll get the football back. So still no score yet here in the first quarter, and we're exactly at 5 minutes. But as I said a few minutes ago, boy, I get the feeling this is shaping up to be blockbuster here.
Absolutely, because you see the potential in both offenses, right? But lack of execution to move the chains, and they get the first down to get down close to the red zone, and then nothing doing for 3 straight plays. So now you got to deal with this usually hot offense of the Bears. Trips left.
Madrigal has one back there with him. He gives it to him. They're going to try to get things going on the ground right now, and that's a good 9-yard jaunt, maybe even more. They might have moved the sticks.
Ball carrier for the Bears.
And for Buchanan, if you looked at their numbers last week, they
Number
beat
15
Edison
for the
up
Patriots.
61-6.
Bolin is at the bottom of that pile.
They didn't huddle, Kenny.
No huddle. I mean, and that's where I was going with that. A lot of spread offense from them.
Fulmer and Gonzalez out here on the right side. Let's remember now, Fulmer had one targeted to him already. Very speedy, quick receiver. They stay on the ground, wide open. Look out. Seaver might go all the way unless they can catch him. We'll see. I don't think so. Can they? No, they don't. With all the effort, they can't get him. Buchanan scores. No flag. Touchdown.
70-yard power play off the left tackle.
I mean, it was wide open.
Wide open.
Off the outside edge.
Yeah, I mean, that defensive end and outside backer got reach blocked, and we call it a reach because you allow him to get his outside foot outside of you, and they just closed and sealed it off. And that was just a track race from the 45.
Jared Roberts is out to
The running back, first name Gannon, Gannon, last name Seaver, I believe, Sever, Seaver or Sever. And guess what? Next to his name, his year in school is 10, sophomore.
Wow. Oh my
The speedy sophomore was gone. Buchanan on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, and there was a couple guys that had the angle on him, VP, and he just chopped out.
6-0. We'll step out for a second.
We'll have those replays, and we'll come back.
Roberts' kick is good. So, with 4:20 left in the first quarter, the score, Patriots 0, Bears 7.
Seven nothing. And that was a play that
High school sports are one of the things that make
it wasn't like
California
this,
so great.
like eye-popping highlight, kind of a break through the seam and then kick out, or a mash block. That he just kind of floated out there and it was gone.
And what's funny, VP, is the same play that the Patriots ran with Murphy. And it's the exact same thing that I was saying, but opposite.
Jared Roberts.
You're watching the flow or the quarterback. It looks like Liberty's linebackers reacted to that quarterback
Great fake.
with the great fake. And the ball's going around the left side with the power play. Just amazing design and action.
So Seaver with the touchdown.
That was 70 yards on the dot, too.
Let's see if the Patriots can answer. They were awfully close. It's Wattenberger, the right guy. Shifty himself. Now Wattenberger to the 40. Can he get loose? He gets tied down at about the 47-yard line. Nice tackle over there by P.J. Woodruff. 4:12 left in the first quarter. I'm Vance Palm alongside Kenny Calvin and Julian Wilson. We are excited to be here tonight at Liberty High School.
You know, I saw Coach Nix down on the field. Man, it was great to see him. Funny seeing him outside of the white lines of the field. But, you know, one of our greatest renegades that ever played the quarterback position and one of my favorite mentors.
I'll tell you what he said today in the huddle. 1st and 10.
Oh. Got movement.
Encroachment. They got him to jump, so it'll be 1st and 5. Coach Nixon basically has talked about a lot of things, and I asked him the obvious question, how's the adjustment on Fridays now? He goes, forget about Fridays. It's Thursday night.
Right.
At about 7 o'clock, I say, hey, we're 24 hours from kickoff, and then your mind just starts going and going and going. Now, he's still very, very, very involved at Liberty in the student experience. He's here tonight, as you say, involved. And, boy, you talk about
greatness.
You start, like Stan Green today said, you start talking about the Mount Rushmores of local football as a player, as a coach, as a contributor. So, 1st and 5 now.
Jet sweep.
Witten in motion. They give it to Witten. Boy, speedy. Speedy. Cuts up. Nice gain.
VP, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's almost like he's gliding. Amazing speed. In stride.
Just short of the first down.
It's a 9-yard gain on first down.
2nd and 1 for the Patriots.
And I like what Coach Bolin's doing. You have to try to get big yardage on those early down plays to create makeable third down.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good point. It's a good point. Boy, it takes the stress off, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. 2nd and short.
3.5 left in the first. 7-0. Buchanan up after a Gannon-Seaver jaunt down the far side.
Number 21, Jalen Murphy, your ball carrier.
They give it to Murphy. He swallowed up over there.
That's amazing job by that defensive front of Buchanan. Just a host of defenders all shifting left, and that was 1-yard loss.
You're right. 3rd and 3. They stayed in bounds, so the clock keeps ticking.
40 even front for Buchanan. Man coverage look with a 3-deep safety look in the secondary.
Turk looks, fires, and
Turk's pass
I don't know if it was really intended for number 11, Beamonte. If it was, he really flung it too high and too hard because he did have Sampayan over here in the near side, jersey 1, but now you're in that part of the field, Kenny. I don't know that they'll punt. Yeah, of course, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and talk to Richie Bolin about the experience of taking over here. It's a smart move. Came in February. He's been here for a while, and Coach Nixon was 10 feet away when I'm asking him these questions, and so a great response about taking over the program from the man while the man is here, and it was a great response. I'll tell you about it next chance I can get. 4th and 2.
Shotgun double set for Patriots.
They go on the ground. They give it to the tough guy. Oh, my goodness. How about this? The Bears answer. What a big play by Buchanan. Led up front by jerseys number 4, Donovan Dunmore, and number 9, Ethan Brock. Some tough dudes up there. They stop Liberty.
I mean, and you can't be mad at the call because Jalen usually can get 2 yards. But just an amazing job by the defensive front. We talked about it on that 2nd down play. They were very focused in the trenches, and they got 3 huge stops in a row after a 9-yard gain on first down.
Wow.
So
now you're talking about an offense that just scored on a 60-yard run, and they're back out on the field when the juices are still flowing. They didn't sit that long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Madrigal, this time they sweep it around this side, and it's Dunmore. Dunmore looking for some room, and it's a great job out there, man. Davion Day, that was not easy to stay out there and hang out there knowing that the entire football team's coming your way.
In the way that Davion Day fought over that block created a holding penalty as well. This kid's having a fantastic first quarter.
Well, he went out of bounds and also is banged up.
Well, it looks like my old coach, James Taplin, is down there calling the shots in the white hat. I don't got my goggles, but I'm willing to bet by that belly that's my old coach.
Did you hear that, Julian? Did you hear that?
Holding Buchanan.
Only Kenny Calvin can get away with that. I don't want JT texting me on the side.
Hey, that's my coach, man.
So a referee's timeout. Julian, why don't we take one as well? We'll step away for a moment. It is 7-0 And Buchanan's up on Liberty, so we'll take a quick timeout and be back right after this.
All right, we are back. 2:06 remaining to play in the first quarter. Buchanan with the football, first and 15 after a holding call. Pistols doubles formation.
Madrigal fires out to the left side. It is caught out there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez makes a nifty move and a gain of, I think, 12 there, or 11, probably going to be 2nd and 4. Wow.
For the Patriots, Joaquin Whitten. Jalen Gonzalez for the Bears picks up about 6 yards on that play.
And they're going up-tempo, VP. Pistol doubles formation against the quarters coverage. Look.
It is 2nd and 5. Oh, another great move in the backfield. Oh, almost broke it. He almost broke it, and that is Wyatt Avila's.
First down for the Bears. Ball spotted.
Almost broke that one.
And I think Buchanan has figured out, hey, we can't allow these guys to get set. We got to pick up the tempo. They're going up-tempo right now, and it looks like a hurry-up up-tempo instead of just a no-huddle.
Dunmore and Gonzalez on the right side over here. Madrigal stands at the Liberty 45-yard line. Taking a long time to snap this football, and he finally gets it. They stay on the ground with it, and a big hit up front, and it was Wyatt Avila's again, but this time, big hit up there.
Wow. Amazing job by that defensive front, but mostly by Dakota Garcia as well.
Or Zuniga. Zuniga popped him, jersey 5 for the Patriots.
Got to get a stop here if you're the Patriots. You don't want to go down 2 scores against a team that looked like it's running the football very well.
They feel like they're right at home. More on that topic. They played here a bunch. These teams have played each other a bunch. Less than half a minute left here. He's going to keep it. Madrigal looking to get outside. Oh, what a beautiful job by the big fella. Dakota Garcia took care of his own job right there. Handled his offensive lineman, pushed him aside, and then jumped on a speedy quarterback. That's a great move for the big fella, Garcia.
Man, I'm telling you, this kid's trying to work on the T-shirt too right now, how he's playing up front.
What Mr. Calvin is referring to, working on the T-shirt, is the
And that's going to be the
highly coveted Kern High Network Player of the Game T-shirt. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Buchanan. You're watching the Kern High Network.
We would like to thank.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm here alongside Kenny Calvin and Julian Wilson. It's a 7-0 game, and now the Buchanan Bears are heading north, right to left, right in front of us. They're right below us on a 3rd and 10. Big play for both teams. Madrigal looks left, stays left. He's in trouble, getting pressured. He better get – oh! And he took a hammer job, and the flags come out. And I'm not sure really what the call was.
It didn't look too late.
No, just a huge pop. I mean, he was hammered by Matthew Maldonado. And not sure what the call is, other than And the coaching staff and head coach Richie Boland was standing right there, wanted to see it, wanted to see what happened. It was a big time hit.
That was a huge hit. But how about the job to get rid of the football by the young man? That was just an amazing job. But he held the ball so long and threw it at the last second. How can you penalize the defenders?
Well, the public address announcer called it personal foul. I thought it was just frankly, a vicious hit, legal hit. Goodness. And Richie Boland explaining it to his coaching staff because he had to get it explained to him. Only thing I can think is that it was deliberately to the head, and that's the call.
Yeah, maybe they wound up, because we were kind of blocked by the
Right.
sideline. I couldn't see the impact of the hit.
I'm just glad to see Madrigal's back up and stands at the 25-yard line of Liberty. Here come the Patriots. Here come the Bears. Gonzalez in motion. Nice job there, but they don't wrap up. And how about this to the 5-yard line? It is Carvel Wafer.
You got to wrap up there, VP. They had a great effort getting there in the pocket, just not wrapping up, and you give up 9 more yards after the carry.
Carvel Wafer bounced off a big hit. No wrap up. Gone to the 5-yard line. They snagged him at the very end of the run, so it's now 1st and goal from the 5, and the Bears knocking on the door loudly in the backfield. Gannon Seaver, the young man that had the touchdown run. Play action, they flick it out to the right side, and nice job there. Good close out, so that was to Gonzalez, but you can see that Madrigal in the offense for the Bears, well, they got a high level of confidence right now. They feel it, and they're looking all around. How can we get this score?
Right, and it doesn't matter where they are on the field. Their whole playbook is available. If you're running bubble screen inside the 5-yard line when you're running the ball very well, that says all the confidence in the world.
2nd and goal from the 7. Same 3 in the backfield. This time they give it to, big hit. Boy, Seaver took a pop right there. Well, they say Zuniga, but I was in there. But again, it was also Matthew Maldonado again as well.
I've been in situations where back against the wall, you need to stop inside the 5. It's very possible. I'm going to go ahead and say that this might be the most important goal line stance opportunity of this young Liberty football team.
I concur, and I would imagine Madrigal believes the same. 3rd and goal from the 5. They picked up that 2 that they had lost. And how about this? Liberty Patriots just sniff it out. And again, talk about a young man that is making his name known.
Tyler Kimball.
So
That brings up 4th.
Kimball was involved in it. But I got to tell you, the public address announcer is naming some other guys, but right there on every single play is Matthew Maldonado. Take a look at jersey 15 if you're watching this on the Kern High Network, and they're quickly going to try to get 3 up on the board. The kicker is Jared Roberts, the senior kicker punter. High snap. It's up, and do they get theirs? No wide left. No wide left. So
And that's what I'm talking about, Patriots. Amazing job bowing up. That defensive stop right there could be the defining moment of your season.
At their 20-yard
And the difference between going 2-2 or 3-1.
how about these tunes?
Oh, I'm loving it. I had a Bruno Mars assignment summer of 2018.
You did?
Wrote a summer music program.
He's using the mouth instrument that Zap used to use.
That Zap and Roger, rest in peace, Zap and Roger. Also opened up for Roger and Zap at the Old to Home Theater when I was in high school.
I remember when he sang Linda Ronstadt's "Ooh, Baby, Baby." Remember that?
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, too much.
Rest in peace, Roger.
1st and 10. Liberty back in it. And, well, they dodged one there. It was first and goal from the 5.
And that's what I'm saying, VP. First and goal from the 5. You're down 7-0. They go up 14-0. You're going to see a whole lot of hanging heads down there. You get that stop, and that's new life on the season.
And it's awfully quiet over here in Liberty Land. They need to pump this crowd up.
I like sudden change right here. Try to take the top off.
Sampian out here on the right side. As far as a receiver, he's joined by Biamonte. And it's Clayton Turk standing in the backfield. He's got Murphy on his right hip, looking for some blocking. Wants to go downtown, throws it up high, and it is almost intercepted. Threw into some heavy traffic right there, and it was almost snagged in the air by Landon Berger.
MVP, I want you to take the top off and throw it. But if you look out there and you see double coverage, you got to go ahead and make a different decision. You can't have a predetermined decision to throw it into double coverage.
And it brings up 2nd and 10 from your 20.
That was dangerous because that was almost picked off. 2nd and 10, Twins right.
Nice misdirection play there, and the quarterback's out leading the block.
Very similar offenses by the Patriots and the Bears. They're both running that RPO read zone with the action from the quarterback and the running back going opposite.
And it got him 6.5 yards to bring up 3rd and I say 3, 2.5 to 3 yards. The marker's on the 30, and the ball is just behind the 28. So they've got a long 2 and some change to get an incredibly important first down for the Patriots. They give it to their tough guy, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Can he battle? Can he get the first down? I don't know. Oh, my goodness, that is tough sledding for Jalen Murphy. Did he get it? I think he did.
I think he might be short.
No, and this is the call of the evening.
And I can't see that number down there on that defensive tackle, but I don't know if I'll keep going in there, man. This guy's playing great. He's not losing any ground on the snap.
How about this? 4th and inches.
Wow.
Under 8 minutes to go here in the half. So maybe they go for a hard count and they're going to see what they can do and punt it, or will Clayton Turk try to
Got him!
So for as staunch and as tough and as rugged as they have been, and by the way, you're talking about Jaden Turner, number 90, the defensive end, and look at this, a sophomore.
And that's a Patriot.
As tough as he is, and look at him over the ball, that's a big old kid right there. He got caught with a sophomore slump.
Yep, and that's that youth and exuberance that he had.
They got him.
Because he wasn't aware that they weren't going to run a play. They're just trying to get you off. And that's poor coaching, too. You got to coach your guys up to be prepared for that if you're Buchanan.
All right, big first down. Oof. They give it to Murphy. Murphy trying to get back up, and look at this young man go. He made a lot out of nothing. Talk about some guys going to the whistle. Wattenberger and Dunmore.
Man, I'm telling you.
The 2 tough kids there. Wattenberger looked back at him. You see that?
Well, he got some driller in his blood. I'm telling you, man. That was my linebacker, man. Boy, he smacked people all over the place.
Oh, that was fantastic, man. He looked back at him like, yeah, that's me all night. All night.
Oh, amazing effort. Gotta love it. 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. You need something right here, VP. 6:40 to play. You got to take advantage of this opportunity.
6.5 left here in this first half. Liberty, 2nd and 9. It's going to be Turk that drops back. Oh, well thrown ball. And
amazing awareness by Wattenberger to get his eyes around.
nice pass too, man.
Oh, we got a late penalty?
And it could be a little smack talk.
Wow. Let's see.
Oh. They called it. I'm going to almost guess they might have. I'll tell you what, I don't want to guess. But after the reception, there might have been a little chirping.
Yeah,
and I know he got up and did the bow and arrow deal.
And that's what
Eek.
I hate seeing calls like that. We had a call like that at the end of the Renegade game that cost us 15 yards on the 2-point conversion, and we essentially lost.
Pretty much everybody thinks the game.
Oh, got to just get up and get back to the huddle. But that was an amazing catch. But as officials, you also have to allow players to be emotional in moments when they make big plays.
It's a fine line, Kenneth, fine line. So now they stay on the ground. Murphy, look at his, going to work. Jalen Murphy to the 50. Jalen Murphy to the 40, still on his feet. Jalen Murphy, oh goodness, what a run.
Oh my goodness, BP. Did he slow motion spin and step over the defender? That was an amazing effort.
When he was introduced today by his coach, we had his coach introduce him. Richie Bolin simply said, a great DB and a great running back and a tough kid. He laid it out there. There it is.
I mean, just the vision to stop and slow down. I mean, he was going 90 miles per hour and slowed down to allow the defender to get by. Spin around
Sweetness?
and step over.
Sweetness?
Sweetness-esque.
That was Walter Payton-esque. 5.5. When you're that strong and you're that much of a ballet dancer, you're going to get references to Walter. And now he's fired up. We saw last week with young Grant, who went out to look for contact, seek contact. I see the same thing here in Jalen.
Man, Grant was a man amongst boys in that game. Centennial versus Independence. We thought he had 200 during the broadcast. We look at the numbers later. He had 26 carries for 217. Against an amazing defense of the Falcons. That was a great game.
This one's shaping up to be a nice one.
Yes, it
Can the Patriots get in before halftime to tie this up at 7? Look at this formation here, Kenny.
Trips open set.
Bucky playing left tackle, the big fella, 72.
Oh, he just moved too. It was almost like a reset. And that's an unfortunate penalty because you're rolling on all cylinders.
You got that momentum going.
2nd and 6 turns into a 2nd and 13.
I just happened to call his name and number based on where he was lined up and that strong left side, and maybe something was going his way because he got a little jumpy there.
Yeah, but those are those what we call coach killers, man. You got to be disciplined when you're in scoring range. 2nd and 12.
Takes a look, has time. Turk underneath.
Oh!
They're going to say incomplete.
Number 11, Lucas Bayamonte, the intended receiver.
Huge hit by Deuce of Buchanan.
Threw it behind him, so Maddox Braca got him. Kenny, I have a very special hello I'd like to say to one of the Buchanan dads out there. The incomparable Ryan Throckmorton. Ryan, hello to you from Kenny and I and Julian. Want to thank you for helping spread the word to the Buchanan fans and parents and family members up there. I know you have 2 lovely daughters going to school up in the area, and you're friends with some of the players and the dads. So, Ryan, thanks for connecting that, and I appreciate it. And, again, Buchanan got a great squad down there and a great coach, and it's getting gnarly here. 4:29 with 3rd and 11. Looking, has his man, waiting for him to make the cut. He makes the cut. It's Day. Does he have it? Oh, broken up at the last minute. How about the closeout speed from Blair Malachi Watson?
That was an amazing close because the ball was thrown very well and right where it needed to be. From the right hash all the way to the left corner, that's a long throw. Lucky it wasn't picked off. But here's the situation again where you're kind of in no man's land at 4th and 11, and you need some points.
They went for it. They went for it in a couple of long shots, and now all of a sudden, as you say, picking up the first is, that's just as tough as getting in the end zone.
VP, the one thing I don't like, though, is if you know you're going to go for it, at least try to get some of that 11.
Underneath it a little,
yeah,
right, right.
Like give yourself a makeable conversion opportunity because now it's not a whole lot of 11, 12-yard plays that are upward of 70% from a completion percentage.
At halftime, coming up here soon, we'll step away, but Julian will keep the camera. on the field because Dr. Jason Armistead and the Liberty Band drumline and color guard will be performing. And boy, were they something today in our live show In the Huddle. What a great fun part of the afternoon. And he was Ava Palm's band teacher at Actus American.
Wow.
He
coached the superstar?
Ava was a great trumpet player, by the way. She was a trumpet player as well as
Of course she was.
Thank you to Liberty High School for hosting us today and tonight. Special thank you to Stan Green, the Director of School Support Services at the high school district, to all the superintendents, our sponsors at Valley Strong Credit Union for allowing us to put on events like this for our community, the principal, Kenny Seals, the AP of Instruction, the great Josh Williams, the AP of Administration, Ron Priest, the Athletics Director, our good friend, Mark Erickson, and the legendary Activities Director, Brooke Slayton. Thank you, Liberty High School. Huge, huge play right here.
I met Mark at water polo Wednesday.
4th and 11. Will they try to get 5 back? With a hard count. Turk has time, has a man, and it is broken up at the last second, and it was knocked away by Landon Berger, intended out there for Brody Young. Really nice pass. Better play on defense.
Amazing play on defense because it was a nice pass.
Bears going to take over.
That's a situation where if you don't have a defender back there, you want to try to throw it more towards the pylon to give your receiver opportunity to run away from the defender. That was just like a perfect pass where you're trying to put it on him, and a great job by the defender stripping through the wrist.
Another timeout, and we'll go ahead and take one. We'll step away for a second. 7-0 still. What a great football game here on the Kern High Network tonight.
Great job, guys.
Timeout, I guess. These guys, they need to make up their mind. Come on back, guys.
Our director, Julian Wilson, not pleased with the Buchanan coaches because when they take a timeout, he wants them to take a full timeout, right? He wants to take a media timeout. That coach said, hey, do this, do that, do this, go.
They're taking basketball 20 seconds.
That was a quick one. And they're back. The Buchanan Bears on a 1st and 10. What can they do? Can they put some more points on the clock and add a little damage, a little salt on the wound here with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go? We will see.
And again, it's not a whole lot of plays that you're seeing out of this offense. They're running that power, and they're running play action off the power to the opposite side. And really, it's a judgment call from a read perspective on whether he's given that.
2nd and 4. They go out to the far
That's
side.
They're
going to look for a double pass. I thought it was a double pass because it was a very backwards first pass. I thought it might be setting up for a double. Maybe
they
not.
Definitely were setting up for a double, VP, because you immediately saw his arms raised to his shoulder. So from a coverage perspective, while we got a little movement, we were taught not to, in man coverage, as DBs in college, we were taught to not read the receiver. We read the quarterback's shoulders. He's going to tell us what route it is. And that.
Got it. Well, it's a 3rd and 7. They can get the ball back here pretty quickly. I'm surprised at the play calling here. It's a screen play across the middle, and a big hit. Huge hit. Wow. Joaquin Witten.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's no joke right there. That's big contact. And again, Liberty's going to call a timeout. They're going to get the football back. Kind of surprised right there at Ross Wood and the head coach. They're not eating up a little bit more time here. They're giving the ball back to Liberty, who was so close to getting into the end zone. You know, their last possession, they're saying, here, give it another shot.
VP, Liberty faced a lot of criticism only putting 3 points on the board last week and giving up so many. This week, for them to only be giving up 7 to this high-octane offense that scored 61 last week is a huge confidence builder for them. They just got to get something done and finish drives. They've moved the football from 20 to 20 already. They just haven't executed. They have the missed field goal and haven't executed offensively in the red zone.
Coach Boland today in the huddle spoke so highly of his opponent today. However, he says we really focus on ourselves. We don't talk too much really about anything else except what we're doing. We talked about the Rancho Santa Margarita game last week. He goes, hey, look, and the young man said it so well, Jalen Murphy, with the company line, saying, look, it was a learning lesson, yes, but it was a great positive for us to go down and get ready for this weekend. Their thoughts are on Buchanan only right now, this second. And they're going to get the football back. High snap! Pass him up and get it! It goes back to the 5. He's got time, though. He's going to go ahead and boot it. Not a bad one. And takes a really good bounce, actually. So you talk about averting disaster. That could have been a horrifying result here with 2:40 left. And if you are Coach Wood and his staff, your heart's just beating out of your chest right now. That was 1 yard away from hitting the goal line, and that would have been it. And then he actually got a good one off, and then he gets the heavenly bounce, and it's actually on the 46-yard line. That could have been horrific.
Yes,
Ooh.
especially VP. Had Liberty been coming after that, they would have already had guys running towards the football, but they were in return, so the guys were retreating.
I thought for a split second, the return man was going to just say, this is a sign. I'm taking it. I'm going. But it bounced. Clayton Turk got a nice arm, great vision. He puts it on the money. Let's see if he can get his Patriots into the end zone here at the end of the first half. Has a little bit of time, fires one out, and it's a great catch. Oh, what a snag. And Davion Day down to the 36-yard line.
Man, I tell you, that Davion Day just made a catch of the century. As that was out there in front of him, he caught it on the run with one hand, and then about 12 more yards after catch.
And Kenny, the crowd's starting to get into it here. The energy's starting to build. I know that sounds like an obvious statement, but it's been pretty quiet this first half. Now starting to kind of get going here, and they could use it. 2:26 remaining in the half. Liberty trails by a touchdown.
Trips open set.
4 up front for the Bears. Turk moves Murphy to his right hip. They give it back to Murphy. Oh, and he puts his foot in the ground and cuts up. And Jalen Murphy running over dudes. And Donovan Dunmore has to take one for the team, or it's 6.
Jalen Joystick Murphy. I can say that because I call Joystick Jalen Hankins, and they're both Liberty running backs, so I can pass that down.
I like it.
See how
I like
did
it.
that there?
They're going to stay on the ground to him for now anyway. Now it's clock management, 2:06 and counting. And I know announcers overstate the obvious sometimes. You can call us Captain Obvious, call us whatever you want to call them. But there is no getting around the fact of this obvious statement. The Patriots do not want to settle for 3.
Yeah, and you got to finish drives. That's one of the things we talked about that haunts offenses, because they've been able to move the ball from 20 to 20. You got to execute and finish drives. 2nd and 6.
Sampion way out right. Biamonte in the slot. Turk looks, throws, and it looked like Day might have stopped running because he had that room you were talking about on the previous series. All he had to do was just kind of keep running, and I think that's exactly what Turk was thinking.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely stopped, hoping to find a hole in that end zone area, but you got to keep running through the route. That can turn into a dangerous interception as well. With 1:24 left to play in the second quarter, you got to get 7 here.
3rd and 7. They can still pick up a first down inside the 6-yard line. And will they run? Will they throw? 4 up front for Buchanan. They're going to stay on the ground, and Murphy gets swallowed up, and they read it perfectly. They read it absolutely perfectly, and he gets nothing. And, boy, they hit him hard, too. They hit him with 5 guys, and it was mainly Cooper Lopez in there. Wow, Coop lowered the boom.
And I think Coach Boland was doing what we thought he should have did last drive with the 4th and 12. But now this might be a situation where you probably should take the 3 so you don't just go into the locker room without points.
Thus why I said that a few moments ago. I know it sounds obvious. They don't want to take 3. And the reason I said it is because now you got to take the three.
you got to take the three because your kicker can actually kick. This is a makeable kick. You don't want to start getting too hungry in the first half. You're only down one score. Get some points on the board with the field goal.
And there's the mental aspect to it as well. You know, you go into the locker room after 2 long, tough quarters. Look, they're getting in better shape every single week. They're getting in better shape every single week, but they're still kind of getting their footing. So, 2 tough, hard-fought quarters, you want to come out with 3 at least.
Well, hey, VP, while we got a quick break, I got our first score update.
I can only imagine what it is.
Ooh, and I like it. Drillers up, 13-7 over Bullard. Everybody talked about how good Bullard is and how this is a nice test for the Drillers. They're putting in work. Gave up their first points of the year, though, but it's only 7.
Okay, Coach Bolin.
Number 47, Julian Struzna.
Put Struzna out, and this is going to be a 27-yarder. There's the snap, there's the hold, there's the kick. It's up, and it looks pretty nice, and it is nice. So they get the 3. So, and the crowd loves it. They appreciate it. And you got to hand it to the Buchanan Bears as well. I mean, we're a Kernheim Network homeschool, home cooking kind of group here. We like to see our teams do well, but when Buchanan's doing what they're doing out there, that's a nice offense with Liberty. They've got some weapons, and they've stepped up when they needed to on defense.
Absolutely. I'm very impressed with Buchanan's offense, but more impressed with the Liberty defense based on the fact that we know Buchanan can score some points, and we know Liberty gave up some points. Tonight, they're playing a firm game, but what I will say is with 46 seconds left in a quarter in a high school game, you can't give up first downs. If Buchanan comes out and get a nice return, you give up a nice return in a couple of first downs, they have an opportunity to score again because 46 seconds left with a couple timeouts or one timeout is dangerous.
Heard from some BHS students that they've seen Mr. Calvin at the pool.
Man, hey, I'm a water sports guy too, man. Shout out to Coach Humphrey. He the reason why I was a driller. I was a freshman swimmer. Hardest training I ever had.
Butterfly?
Breaststroke.
Got it.
I had the fastest time in the country as a 13-year-old.
Kenneth Calvin. 49 seconds. If you're the Liberty Patriots, you want to just take care of business. And if you're the Bears, you want to be careful here. Oh, nice kick taken back at the 6. So Wafer's going to try
Great
something.
tackle.
Good tackle. Really nice play there. Hey, good job. Nice tackle there by Brody Waddell.
Huge confidence building drive for the Patriots though, VP. 7-3.
Number 22, Brody
You got
Waddell,
some
tackle for the
confidence going into the locker room.
Yeah, and if you can, if you're Coach Wood right here and you go down on a knee and it kind of finishes with that feel, Liberty's like, good, we've done our job, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Again, we will step aside here in a couple of seconds, and Dr. Jason Armistead and the Liberty Band, drumline, and color guard will take over, and we'll step off the mic.
Bears are going to kneel it down.
Well, the clock didn't start. There we go. I'll be interested to see on my side text if I hear anything from James Taplin, the white hat, the boss of the officials tonight. He says, I want a piece of Calvin. Where's he at?
That's going to be the last
Okay, so
play
that'll
of
do it for the first half. Because we officially still have 20 seconds left, let's fill it up with some time and your thoughts on this first half.
Well, I'm very impressed with Liberty's defense. I haven't seen them all year, but to see them give up the points that they gave up last week, I was kind of concerned. Tonight, the defense that they put on has been phenomenal. The day kid started off phenomenally at left corner, and when you got a great left corner, you're going to have a great defense. I know a few coaches that agree with me. But watching Buchanan, I expected them to spread the ball out through the air. They've dominated on the ground a bit, but they've just are dealing with a nice quality Patriot defense. But how about Wattenbarger? He's a phenomenal player on both sides of the football, and the interior lines of both teams have been fantastic as well.
Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate all of that. Thank you, Julian. Great first half. We will take a break. When we come back, ooh, what a second half we've got. Buchanan 7, Liberty 3 on the Kernheim Network High School Game of the Week.
Great job, bro.
BC are led on the field by drum majors Jaden Lee
And
and
I'm sitting at the house, I'm like, man, this is
concussion captains Brooklyn Wood and Jack Wolf.
soccer.
Color guard captains.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
A lot of more hands-on activity, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put it together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, it's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking.
Liberty High School Band, Drumline, and Color Guard is under the direction of Band Director Jason Armistead. Color Guard instructors, Shiloh Drake, Iris Rubinoff, Destiny Murdoch, and Megan Romero. Percussion instructors, Matt Hoyt, Mando Vasquez, Queen Leffler, Marissa Ramos, Will Smith. Wind instructors, Martine Diaz, and Tanner Germanetti. The Liberty Band, Drumline, and Color Guard would like to thank our sponsors, Adept Dental, La Costa Moriscos, Engage Physical.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities. We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Welcome back, everybody. What a fabulous show. For those of you that were watching, that Dr. Jason Armistead and the Liberty Band, drumline and color guard, they have really, really garnered a ton of attention in the state of California. You know, we had the Independence Band last week and then the Liberty Band this week, 2 weeks in a row. Top-notch band, drumline, color guard, fantastic. Congrats to them. And now here we go, a 7-3 lead for the Buchanan Bears. And I also want to tip my hat to the Liberty cheerleaders. Today they were phenomenal in the huddle. They were really into it. Of course, they had one of their own there, Audrey Beam. She was one of our guests today, so when you have a cheerleader there, and you're a cheerleader, they were very, very supportive. But we talked about how the legacy of the Liberty cheerleaders and the band and this unbelievable atmosphere here at Liberty. You always know you're coming to a packed house. You always know you're coming to a fun environment. They've got the big scoreboard there with the replays and the music. It's just a great atmosphere. And Kenny, I say all of that to say this. Big second half for Liberty's football team here to complement everything that's been set before them on the table tonight. It's important.
Right, great confidence building drive to get some points at the end of the second quarter. The downside is it's still only 3 points. So you hope that they find a way to convert and get some touchdowns because they're moving the football very well from 20 to 20. But that Buchanan defense, once it gets inside that red zone, has just done a fantastic job shoring themselves up. But Liberty has also had some penalties that took them from 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 12, and some behind the line plays when it's 2nd and 1 to get stopped on runs 2 times in a row or 3 times in a row. So I'm not sure what it is because I'm just a broadcaster. I don't coach anymore. My whistle is long gone, right?
Well, let me just say, you know what it is, but you also know the fine line of being down there in the action and up here observing, and sometimes we see what we think is what we're supposed to do, but they're down in the mix of it all. And another issue here, Kenny, is that Liberty's going to kick the ball off. And Josh Madrigal, the quarterback for the Bears, and his offense, boy, they couldn't be more excited to be getting the football and not having their defense go back out there to start this game, this second half.
Right, and that's why that 3 points was big because you don't want to kick it back to them with nothing on the board. You got to get something.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I love the way that the Liberty defense is playing. To hold this team that scored 60 last week to 7 points, you're playing some pretty dang good defense. And that touchdown was a 70-yard touchdown run on one play.
Liberty going left to right, geographically north to south on a compass. Blue tops, gray bottoms. Buchanan Bears all white. And they're looking north and they're heading north once this ball goes up. Oh, a little bit of a 7-iron, little 7-iron pooched over there, and it goes out just in front of the 17-yard line. That wasn't a wedge and it wasn't a long iron, but that almost worked. That almost worked.
I like the call, too, because you're trying to do something to generate an extra opportunity. That was about 2 yards from being in.
Yeah.
And you didn't give them amazing field position. It's at the 30. You got to think that Buchanan has some fantastic returners that you don't want to just kick it to.
The officials are going to spot the ball at the 35-yard line.
The 35? Oh, because they have the penalty. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Forgot that important element. So split out, way out to the right side. Jersey 82 for the Bears, Cade Fulmer. He's the speedy wide receiver. He's out there with Jalen Gonzalez. Will they go to the air right away? Madrigal takes the snap. They stay on the ground.
Off to number 21.
And really, really nice tackle. And I mean,
wrapped up by number 9 and number 4.
And a good tackle there by Tyler Kimball. And Witten in on that play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
It's a big tackle on first down.
Yes, it is, because if you don't make that tackle, it's going to be about 30 more yards behind it. And they've done that all night up front. Both defensive lines are playing very well.
Going to be very interesting to see what Ross Wood, the head coach, and his staff for Buchanan, and Richie Bolin, the head coach for Liberty, and his staff have kind of talked about. And they do it again. They stay on it, and they try to get through it again. You've got to hand it to that left side of the defensive line for Liberty. Another great hit in there by Tyler Kimball again, and Davion Day in there.
You know, as a lifelong defender, I played some offense in JV, right? But ever since then, I was on defense. You don't get a lot of credit. You don't always get your name called when you make a tackle. You know, sometimes it gets missed and lost in the sauce. But this is how you become a good football team, when you got a defense that's doing what Liberty's defense is doing out there tonight. Because outside of that 70-yard play, they haven't given up anything.
Finish this sentence. Blank wins championships.
Defense wins championships. Or Kenny Cow.
And Kenny Cow. Okay, 3rd and 9. Well, a lot of separation there between Wattenbarger, but he's got the speed to close it if they need it. He's going right the entire time, and it's overthrown. Had his man open, actually, and he was right in the interior part of the defense, and Logan Tyler Phillips was open. So you can hear the applause, and the Liberty crowd loves it. Just like that, a 3 and out, and they're going to get the football back early in the 3rd quarter.
VP, and it gives me goosebumps. Like, I just look at my hairs on my arm. Your team that's playing down, your offense ain't playing great weeks in a row. You got to find ways to get off the field. And the 3 and out against a Buchanan offense, that's great defense.
Standing back at his own 30 because of the long boots. Yeah, I was just going to say the long punts that get hammered. And will this get to the end zone? Does it get to the end zone? Oh, my gosh, what a punt. And flags are down in the middle of the football field. That was an absolute bomb. That left his foot, Kenny, at the 30-yard line. So,
wow.
That's a 70-yarder.
That was a boot. And it was not only a 70-yarder, VP, it went over the lights. That was a big-time Saturday kick.
And if it takes any kind of a funky bounce, it's still in, and it doesn't go to the end zone. Wave the flag off, so no penalty. And it'll be first and 10 on the 20. Man, what a punt.
Oh, yeah, I'm so impressed with the special teams play as well. I talked about it last week on the broadcast, and this is for all my kickers out there. Shout out to my kicker, Brian Walker, that works on the Liberty campus. Matter of fact, my former Drury kicker. I talked about the kicking position is the hardest position in football. Everybody thinks it's the quarterback. No, it's not. I can go find 10 guys that can go down there and play quarterback for 5 plays. I can't find 5 guys that can make a field goal out there.
To that point, let's give credit where credit's due. That's Jared Roberts. That's the kicker punter for Buchanan. They start on the ground, and if you're a Liberty Patriot, you love seeing that start. That's a nice 7 to 8 yard gain by the tough guy, Jalen Murphy.
Yeah, and you like it because it's been the way that they've been able to move the chains, getting those early yardage gains. You have to find a way to catch them slipping and go play action or try to get a big play, because we haven't been able to get to the end zone if you're the Patriots. Trips open set.
Under 10 to go here in the 3rd. Strong right side, like Kenny mentioned. Quick draw play. Murphy picks up the first down. They move the chains. Wow, that was just a lot of effort. Hey, let's talk about this for a second. And I'm not even trying to be funky and hex anyone. Very clean football game here. Not a lot of flags. 0 turnovers right now. So you're looking at a team in two teams in week 4. We talked about it before the kickoff. Have they, at this stage of high school football, how clean is the football game being played? There's your answer.
That's a fantastic assessment, VP. Trips open set.
And I promise you, I'm not trying to hex anyone or anything. Don't let it happen, please. 1st and 10. Kick out here to the left side. Pitch and catch. And nice, strong run after the catch by Emiliano Witten. So Witten, after the catch, picks up some yards and takes a couple of big hits. Goodness, those are some hard hits.
And what you like about it, again, VP, is a 7-yard gain on first down. That opens up your playbook.
Watson, Dunmore, and company over there on the hit. Maddox Braca. Boy.
And if you Buchanan's defense, you got to give them credit too. They haven't given up a touchdown, but any second, one big play changes the game. Twins right for the Patriots.
We're going to dip below 8 minutes. 2nd and 3. Clayton Turk in motion. They hand it to Day. Day cuts up. He'll pick up a first down. So some good downfield blocking, and he picks up a first down. Nice job by Blake Carson for getting his big frame down there and creating a little bit more space for Davion Day. And, you know, you hear a public address announcer, he just keeps saying it, and that's a Patriot first down. Boy, the crowd hears that, says that, gets involved in it. You know the football players are hearing it on both sides of the football. Something's about to break, Kenny. Something's about to go.
Yeah, and that's the point I was making a few seconds ago. For Buchanan, you're doing a good job, for the most part, keeping them out of the end zone, but how long are you expecting this to happen with them busting off plays for 7 yards a pop? 1st and 10.
Staying on the ground, and this time, nothing doing. They tried it one too many times. They went to the well, and Kanvar Kahil, jersey 87, stop that one like.
That was a huge, big-time Sunday hit by Jonathan Runnels, 6'4", 215. And I'm telling you, he met him in the backfield right at the mesh point and smacked him. 2nd and 12.
This time, Turk's going to keep it. Nice move right there, and he goes down wisely to the 50-yard line. Going to be right around midfield, and smart play. I like that. They don't do it a lot. It's not going to do it all night, but when they needed to just kind of throw a little bit of a monkey wrench in, they got it.
Yeah, and I'll take it all the way back to last year with Richie Boland's play calling. He's one of the most balanced play callers I've seen. He'll give it to you in the air, gives it to you on the ground. That was a nice wrinkle to allow the quarterback to keep it because they're continuing to cheat to the strong side and float of the offensive line.
3rd and 7. Wattenberger on the bottom of your screen. Keep an eye on him. Turk will. They throw out here. Look out. Read perfectly by Watson. And I don't know if Wattenberger was supposed to put some kind of pad on him, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's just an amazing play by the DB getting outside of that block by Watson was the defender. But that's just a great play because if that receiver can get a piece of him and kick him, you had the potential to get the first down. But how about the Buchanan defense with the stance? 4th and 6. Be a punt.
So a stop, like Kenny says, a big one and an important one. A high boot, and he does call for fair catch, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 5:32 remaining. Again, we want to thank everybody at Liberty High School for a full day with the Kern-Hein Network. Thank you to Liberty for hosting us today, tonight, for In the Huddle, for the Game of the Week. Special thank you to Stan Green, the Director of School Support Services, and also the Kern High School District Superintendents. We'd like to thank our sponsor at Valley Strong Credit Union for allowing us to put on events like this for our community. The administration at this great school, Principal Kenny Seals, the AP of Instruction, Josh Williams, AP of Administration, Ron Priest, Athletics Director, our good friend Mark Erickson, and the Activities Director, the one and only Brooke Slayton. Thank you. Very much appreciate it.
Number 6, your ball carrier.
Oh, huge hit by the Liberty defender as Buchanan runs that power
wrapped up by
off the right-hand side. But with those shout-outs, I also got to give a shout-out to all of my SAMs, our campus security and our supervisors. We got my boy Teddy and my boy Trey here that works with me on the BHS campus.
Who's that cat?
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Babyface KC, man, with no beard.
One of the photos we're using for the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Under 5. Oh, almost picked off. Are you kidding me? That was almost taken to the house. Riker Essman almost took it to the house, and you talk about changing the vibe.
Oh, yeah, because he was one mitten away from a huge play. We saw a play like that on Sunday. NFL. by an outside backer and DN getting a hand on that and taking it to the house. That was definitely 7 if you caught that.
Oh, the NFL started last week?
3rd and 6.
How about this out here? Spread way out. It reeks of a run, though. No, they toss it in.
Pass complete to number 34.
Oh, great play to close that out. Awfully close. Will he get the first down? I think he does. Boy, what a pass. That was a great pass to Logan Tyler Phillips.
And you had a defender there, VP. He went underneath the block. If you're going underneath, you got to make the tackle because there's nobody outside of you, and you give up the first down. We're taught to always fight over the top of that blocker. It's like a gamble.
What's a huge first down. What a play. You're so right, Kenny.
31.
4:44 and counting. They fake that little pass out to the right. Doesn't fool anybody. And the defense for Liberty, I got to tell you, man, I am so impressed with Matthew Maldonado, the senior, jersey 15. He is
no gain on the play. Second and 10
tough, man.
Man, hopefully we see him in some Renegade Red in the future because that kid is balling. 2nd and 10 for Buchanan, and this is a high-octane offense that they're doing this to. This isn't some 8-man football stuff going on down there.
They're going to try it again. Liberty absolutely saying no dice in a gang pile tackle at the 25-yard line. Whoa.
Wow, you seeing some amazing team defense being played. Because we can't pinpoint just one guy. It's 11 guys to the hat. Right there, you had about 8.
3rd and 12 for the Bears.
And again, Liberty's defense continuing to put pressure on Buchanan's offense. This is some fantastic defensive football. It's not very fan-friendly, right? A lot of fans don't like this. But former players and coaches love these kind of games.
Well, the only caveat being it's excellent defense. It's not sloppy. I mean, it's just great, hard-hitting, clean defense. 3 up front for Liberty, and that's all they bring. Expecting pass, looking pass. No, it's not. It's not picked off. Oh, and they're going to throw on a late hit, and I think they should take that off. I think they should wave that flag because he thought the runner got up and ran again.
Right,
and I'm here to tell you that Joaquin Witten only reacted to what he thought was a receiver that took off, and I think they'll wave that off. I hope they do. It looked to the naked eye that he came in with an unnecessary roughness, but all Joaquin Witten was doing was reacting to the fact that Victor Perez actually made the catch and took off running. I certainly hope they wave it off. I think that's what the meeting of the minds is about.
It should be waved off because if he's continuing to play, I have to continue to play.
Well, that's the first thing I was going to say. The receiver was down on the ground. You can't get up and take off running. So
how about the break on the ball by the DB? I thought it was a pick.
Everybody did. The public address announcer, we all thought it was an interception. Let's say that they wave that off. Will they or not?
Not by that stance. What? Delay of game? Well, I'm confused on that hand signal.
So Ross Wood, the head coach for Buchanan, he wants an explanation, and the side judge over there is talking to him. The flag, it looks like this flag that was thrown over here by the umpire late has been picked up and waved off, but we haven't been told that yet.
Yeah, and it's confusing hand signals because that's generally delay of game when they put both hands on top of each other. So let's wait for the explanation by the white hat as he meets with Buchanan. They've already moved the chains. They haven't marked this 1st and 10. So very confusing right now. And like VP said a while ago, we know what we're talking about usually, unless.
Well, only thing I can guess at is that because he was down, he took off with the ball.
That's the delay of game call. Okay.
After the play, he took off running with it, saying, but so some intricate officiating right there, very intricate, precise officiating, and I think not lost on anybody on this side of the football field is the fact that they thought it was picked off.
Yeah, but that's some great officiating because if the receiver who was clearly on the ground, gets up and runs 10 yards down the field, you are causing a delay on the game because the defender is now tackling you. We got penalty flags being thrown because you got up.
Great job.
That's an amazing call that we will rarely see.
3 minutes exactly. The clock starts, and it's 1st and 10. They did pick up the first down. Spread it out to the right side again. And again, it's Aviles.
They're consistently attacking the left side of that Patriots defensive line, but they're not having much success.
And the Patriots are saying, bring it on. Keep coming. We're right here.
And one thing that's not lost, BP, is Liberty traditionally has one of the best defenses going in the central section, and we're seeing that.
And they're speeding it up here, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And Braden Walton, the big senior tackle, 74, looks back and says something to his quarterback. Ooh. Boy, it is going on in the trenches right now. It is happening in the trenches.
Oh, goodness.
And again, another big hit by Tyler Kimball.
Tyler Kimball with the body slam. Oh, those are the kind of tackles that make me glad I don't play football no more, man.
That
was
big,
hurt in the morning.
Big hit. So 3rd and 8. Clock continues to scream. It's only a 7-3 game, but it hasn't felt like it. We have been dialed in to a really good football game here.
Twins left for Buchanan and the Bears, and now we got
flag on the play.
And we may have too many guys.
Yeah, Liberty has 13 guys, 12 guys.
Oh, man. Oh, man. So now it's...
They still have...
Oh, goodness. From a 3rd and 7 to a 3rd and 2.
Oh,
and now, if you're Coach Ross Wood, quickly got to...
Third. The penalty makes it 3rd and 2.
Take a look at what you were going to run, and now what are you going to run? You know, just a quick read and see what they want to do now.
I'm surprised that wasn't an automatic first down. 3rd and 2.
Did they make a change? We'll never know. They stand the ground with it. Oh, and they stop it. Wow, that is surprising. That's really surprising right there. They tried to go again with Aviles, and I just thought maybe they were going to catch the Liberty Patriots a little bit discombobulated out here on the flats, Kenny. They tried to go right back up there. And Kimball right now, I'll tell you what, he wants that T-shirt from you tonight.
Boy, whoever is calling the defensive plays for Liberty is putting on a show, because that's probably about the 12th tackle for a loss tonight.
I mean, that's huge. That's huge. Now you have uber leg Jared Roberts back there.
That's some amazing defense that we're seeing out here, VP.
So take a look at this punter, everybody, from Buchanan. He is no joke. But this could be returnable. It's caught at the 18. Can he get outside? And it's going to be the speedy Brock Wattenberger. Look out for blocking. Wattenberger cuts up and looks clean. No flags. So the speedy Wattenberger, that's a great get right there. You take that and you take it from the 18 all the way up to this decent field position with 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Ooh, we got a nice one brewing. We have a nice one brewing, KC.
It seems like it always happens, man. We end up being part of some classics, because we got to remember, we haven't even touched on how much of a classic their game was last year. Their game ended in an early call due to the lightning, and it cost Liberty a loss that they could have won.
I was down on the field with Coach Nixon and the other coach and with the AD athletic directors. That was too much, Kenny. Okay, Lightning Bowl last year. Remember that, the Electricity Bowl?
Yep, trips open set for Liberty.
Liberty's got to take care of the football. Turk hands it off to Murphy. Murphy gets up to about maybe the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there, and I think that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. It looks as though Coach Boland looks over at the clock. He looks at his quarterback, and it says that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. So we have a whale of a 4th quarter coming your way. It is still 7-3. It's been that way for a while, but this game has not lacked for excitement, energy, passion and excitement. Get ready. We'll be back on the fourth quarter right after this. The game of the week of the Kern High Network.
The end of the third quarter with the score.
We all come from different backgrounds and practice different traditions, but we belong to one humanity. At Valley Strong Credit Union, we care deeply about the communities where we live and serve. That's why over the past 80 years, we've donated and invested millions of dollars into various partnerships, nonprofits, and businesses in Kern County. And as we continue to grow, we remain rooted here in our community. Valley Strong, grow your possibilities.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Kenny Calvin, Julian Wilson. This is the high school game of the week, the Kern High Network game of the week. We go into the fourth quarter. Liberty on a 2nd and 10 at their own 41-yard line. They trail 7-3, and it's been a fantastic football game. If you're just getting with us, you may say, really, Vance? 7-3? Fantastic? Yeah, it's been a super, super football game. The Liberty Patriots try to go out to the right side, trouble all the way unless he breaks a couple more tackles, and we're talking about Brandon Thrasher did not get away from that Bear defense. Two really, really top-notch defenses that their opponents for the rest of the year are going to have to deal with, and they're going to watch this replay on the Kern High Network, or they're going to get tape and they're going to get film. They're going to get in their own huddle and see that, wow, we're playing Buchanan. We better get ready because that's one tough D. Or, wow, we're playing Liberty, and they don't give up anything. The only touchdown all night was kind of a weird play to get a 70-yard jaunt on down the left side. 3rd and 11. They throw. Oh, almost had him. Took a hard hit afterward. No flag, but he had almost had Witten. And now look at this, Kenny. Clayton Turk banged up. Looks like he's favoring the right side a little bit.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. As Turk has played pretty solid, hasn't made a lot of mistakes, but again, unable to finish drives for touchdowns. You're going to have to figure something out as this clock keeps ticking.
Out to receive it for the Bears.
Incomplete pass, so for a quick respite, the clock will not tick, but now you have Ethan Aronson back to punt. They're hoping for a good snap. It's absolutely perfect. No fair. Oh, and he called it off at the last second. Wow, I was about to say no fair catch, and then he did it at the 29-yard line. So nice job out there. Good composure by Landon Berger. So we go into this fourth quarter. Okay, Kenny. Okay, Coach Calvin, if you're Ross Wood, head coach of the Buchanan Bears right now, you're up 4. You have pretty much a full quarter. Are you going to be aggressive and come out and toss it around, or what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You want to keep things simple and continue to move the chains using that offensive line and that RPO read option power stuff that they're running. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how aggressive they are because they haven't done very much either offensively.
Madrigal still back there in the backfield. Now he's the lone back there. Takes a look, fires right across, and almost intercepted, and a flag comes out, and what is that call?
That definitely is going to be a horrible call because they're calling hitting the defensive receiver, but am I supposed to let him catch it?
That was the intended receiver. It was thrown.
And he didn't hit him in the head, or like his body hit him in the head more than anything. That's just a bang-bang play. If anything, the quarterback shouldn't have thrown that ball in that spot.
Well, so what happened was, and we won't see a replay of it, but the receiver just a hard slant, and nice to see that he's up and he's going to be okay. And that is the very tough Cade Fulmer. Good to see Cade pop up. He's a super talented kid, great speed, great hands. And but he took a big pop because the DB thought he might have catch it, might have caught it.
Yeah, I mean, and the quarterback's trying to fit it through that window. What am I supposed to do? Just stop? I'm down 4 points. I need incompletions. But while we have a quick second, let's see what the call is.
So they go back over, and the side judge over on the Buchanan side has gone back over to talk to Coach Ross Wood. I don't know if it's been waved off or not. We will see, and no, it has not. It would be targeting on the Patriots, and Coach Bolin just can't believe it. His point is exactly Kenny's point. The receiver runs a slant route. It's a bang-bang play. This has happened in milliseconds. He misses the pass. Our guy hits him, and it's a penalty.
And he hit him with his stomach. Like, it wasn't like it was helmet to helmet. He's breaking on the play. And the ump that called that is behind the defender. You can't even see how he really hit him.
So Fulmer back on his feet. Good to see that. And Buchanan now up to the 44-yard line of Liberty, right below us. We are literally right on top of this play. Tosses it out, and if that's caught, that's a great catch. Oh, it is.
Oh,
that
it's
is.
incomplete, VP.
They did say he dropped it. Gonzalez can't believe it. I thought he had it.
Yeah, one of his feet may have been on the line, because that was definitely a catch.
It wasn't
with the hands.
Right. It wasn't the grab. It was where his feet were.
Yeah, and while we have a quick second in a huddle by the officials, I want to thank our listeners who are helping us with audio. Sometimes it might be Mike, sometimes it might be plug-ins, but shout out to my man Matt Laird. He does a million things for youth football in the Delta Sports League. I want to give him a shout out and appreciate you guys listening.
What did he say? Turn Vance off?
No, he said you sound fantastic, and I sound like I'm in a can. So, we'll get those audio issues worked out. 10:34 left to play in this fourth quarter. And Buchanan looking to push.
2nd and 10. One of the stretches of the game now that every single snap matters. Very, very important. And in trouble again. And they blow the whistle when he hits the ground. And that's a big, big play. They give it to Carvel Wafer. And they did not blow the whistle on contact. They pushed him back, and then they blew the whistle when he hit the ground.
And another tackle for a loss, VP. I'm up to about 15 tackles for a loss by this defensive line. They are winning the football game for Liberty if they find a way to get up on the scoreboard.
Very rare that while the game is still early in the fourth quarter, we're discussing Kern High Network Player of the Game with already a defensive slant to it.
Right. I mean, hey, I'm biased every time I get on the mic.
Here's a big one, 3rd and 13. Madrigal stands at his own 35. He looks left. First of all, he's feeling it. He can tell the pressure's coming, and it is caught. What a catch. What a catch.
No,
and
they say no.
Liberty's,
they say no.
And look at the staff for Buchanan. They are all over it. They are jumping up. They are leaping. The coaching staff can't believe it. They thought that Victor Perez made the catch of the night.
Well, the ball came loose at the end of the play.
And now the umpire's thrown the flag. Somebody said something. Somebody said something. And now we're getting some of that I-99 football. Now Interstate 99's feeling now they're feeling like they've been recognized.
Yeah. I've been working by a few Fresno officials in my day.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The ball did pop up.
Yeah, it came up out of his arm.
But did it ever hit the ground?
I don't know because I didn't see the back of the play. So what I'm wondering is if the official thought it bounced up off of the ground or whether it bounced up off of his chest. I wish we could see a replay.
And so now you have what would have been, okay, incomplete, fair enough, but now the unsportsmanlike conduct call, if it still stands, have they marked it off yet?
They're picking that ball up, and you know what that means.
It means the umpire heard something directly into his eardrum.
Wait, I mean, and how many times have you seen it, VP, where whether it's a player or a coach losing its cool costs your offense or defense with yardage?
Life is 1% what happens to you and 99% how you react to it. Right, Kenny?
Ain't that the truth?
Here it is, deep on his, standing at his 30-yard line because he knows that Jared Roberts can boot it 70 yards, is the dangerous Brock Wattenberger. Again, another great punt. Wattenbarger this time takes a look at it going out of bounds, but a great punt actually.
Great punt.
30-yard line, out of bounds. Where is that young man going to college? Because he's a senior.
Boy, I'm telling you, you took the words right out of my mouth. Somebody get this kid a scholarship. He's directional kicking. He's booting sky balls. This kid is phenomenal.
Wow.
I mean, and you guys are probably like, why y'all getting so pumped up over a kicker? If you don't have good kickers, you probably don't have a good football team.
Field position is, and especially in a game that's 7-3.
Absolutely.
Look, if you've got a high-octane offense that scores 70% of your possessions, you're not really worried about field position or where the ball goes. But if it's a 7-3 game and that punter is nailing you back to, behind the 30-yard line every single time, it plays an important role. Here we go. Under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The crowd on this side, the Liberty side, is just absolutely waiting for something big time to happen. And it's going to be Turk that drops back. He throws. It's caught out in the middle, across the middle. Haven't seen a lot of plays across the middle from Liberty tonight, and it was caught out there by Witten.
And that's what you want to do. If you can't stretch the field deep, you want to try to take advantage of some man coverage by crossing routes underneath. You're clearing out on the outside and running crossing routes underneath.
We've dipped below 9 minutes now. I don't know if we'll see any type of hurry-up offense just yet, but you want to think that there's going to be a little bit of urgency and a little bit of pick-me-up now in this offense because a field goal is not going to cut it.
Right. I mean, and eventually you're going to get in panic mode because you haven't had many big plays offensively. And then you're going to start trying to stress the field. You don't want to panic just yet.
2nd and 8. Turk looks, takes a look, has a man open, lets it fly, and it's caught out there. What a catch. A perfect pass. And Brock Wattenbarger on the run has the wherewithal to help up his defender, Donovan Dunmore. They've been going at it all night long. He catches the pass, gets tackled, and helps the dude up. So, boy, like an even-keeled dude, huh?
Man, so proud of my nephew. See how quick I claim him when they're playing great? That's my nephew, man. Daddy's a driller boy.
Okay. We just talked about not a lot of plays across the middle. They threw one under the coverage to Witten, and then they go to Wattenbarger for the big toss down the field. And
how about the pass on the line, though? That was a perfect pass on the post route by Turk.
Okay, under 8 minutes now. Now Coach Bolin and his staff have a little bit of time to work with based on where they're at. And they give it to their tough guy, Jalen Murphy.
Joystick Jalen Murphy. We said we can pass that name down since it's Joystick Jalen Hankins, the former Liberty Patriot. He's been doing a fantastic job just getting what he can get. But if you can get 4 yards in a cloud of dust, you know what that phrase means.
And they do have Davion Day back there. And now we see, I was just going to say, we haven't seen really any other options, and Dennis Perry runs into the football game just like that. Kind of strange how that works. I was wondering if there's a third option in the backfield, and he comes out here on the left side, but he doesn't look like he knows exactly where he's supposed to be. He comes back onto the left hip of Clayton Turk. So back there to block more than anything. Down the right side, a perfect pitch and a perfect catch. And it's caught out there by Lucas Biamonte.
How about the darts by Turk? Turk is putting on a show right now with his arm after being very coddled in the first half.
So Clayton Turk getting the protection he needs from the big fellas up front. He's not been hurried. He's not been on the run.
I like his launch point, VP. He's letting it fly. It's not a long, drawn-out release. He's throwing that ball quick. Shotgun double set for the Patriots.
Looks like Perry's still back there. No, sorry, Murphy's back in and they give it to him.
And this defensive line of Buchanan has played phenomenal as well. Though Murphy has had some success running the football, it hasn't been many big plays and no broken tackles. We're going to see if we can look at that last play.
Perfect time to do it. Coach Bolin's going to call a timeout with 6:02 remaining.
Yeah, nice back shoulder throw by Clay Turk on that
We just
wheel
show it.
route. Yeah, that was a beautiful throw. because you got them wheel route and you have to put it perfectly. Look at the back shoulder throw. That's an
sweet.
amazing
Nice.
throw.
Good catch. Got a timeout on the field. And Liberty has 2. Buchanan still has 3 timeouts.
It's crucial right now. 6:02 to play. And you're not in yet. We've seen Liberty down here already. You have to finish these drives, VP.
You're starting to feel the energy. You're starting to feel the crowd's going. Cheerleaders are dancing.
And we got the best director in the business, Dr. Julian Wilson. Former Fresno State Bulldog, number 49. We all autographed VP's board. We got 2-3 game. We got 2-4 in the house, and number 49, repping Kern High Network tonight.
49, Ed Marinero from the Vikings. 6:02, first and goal. Sorry, should be second. Should be second and goal. Second and goal from the 7. Second and goal from the 7. Liberty needs more than 3.
Yep, I saw it. It was movement on the right side.
Well, you're Richie Bolin. You're frustrated. You call a timeout. You called a timeout right now.
And it looked like that ball was going to go to that tight end, and that his nerves got to him. He's so excited. He's off the line, running that pop pass route, and you just cost your team 5 yards when you need it most.
Regardless of the outcome, win or lose, that'll be a discussion during film, right?
This is why coaches have gray hair or none at all.
Or none at all. It went from second and goal from the 7. Now it's first and goal from the 12. Exactly 6 minutes. They're going to give it to Day. Day cuts back up. Day gets something out of nothing back to the original spot where it was first and goal from, which is the 5. That's not bad. They got something back. But again, everybody, 3 does nothing for them. And I don't even believe they'll go for 3.
Oh, this is definitely 4-down territory, under 6 minutes.
Third down for the Patriots.
I mean, but you gotta pull out everything you got if you're Richie Bolin, because you've been somewhat conservative inside the red zone. You need scores.
This play's got to come in quick. Spending some time here. You've got Clayton Turk running in, tall kid, big body. He's got that nice line up there that's protected him all night long. He's only been rushed or hurried one time, and that kind of banged up his ankle a little bit. But they better get this going. They better hurry. You can see.
Clock is down.
They better do it. And Coach Bolin's going to have to call a timeout. I knew it. I knew it. It was taking too long to get in. I could just sense it. I could feel that it was just taking too long. And they were not about to lose another 5 yards. So a quick timeout. But now, Kenneth, they just burned 2 timeouts in a span of 2 plays, and one of them was an offside. So, boy, they've got to really corral their emotions and their mental stability here and make it happen. Everything's hinging on the next 2 plays.
Absolutely, but I love what Coach Bolin did, because too often you see coaches take the penalty instead of calling timeouts, and we're like, what are you saving the timeouts for? You can't take them home with you. Call a timeout, get your guys on the same page, and execute. The frustrating thing is that you just called it the other timeout a couple of plays ago, and then you get the false start penalty. So you got to execute after the timeouts without wasting them.
Okay, 5:03 left. I mean, there's still a significant amount of time in some respects. However, neither team have been lighting up the scoreboard tonight, so this is crucial time here. We're in the tail end of the fourth quarter, 7-3, week 4 in Central California football. Liberty, the home squad here, and it's still a packed house. Nobody's left. Okay, here we go. You've got Murphy on the left hip of Turk. Turk takes, rolls, throws, and it is caught at the 1-yard line. What a catch. Goodness, Wattenberger. I'll tell you what, that's jersey 2 on jersey 2, and that's about as good as it gets right there. Blair Malachi Watson guarding Brock Wattenberger, and that is a huge catch. And they don't want to, they can't, I don't believe they're going to burn their last timeout. They better get this call in quickly, and maybe Coach Bolin's thinking Ross Wood will call a timeout. I don't know that he's going to burn one, but here we go. 4th and goal from the 1. And what a pivotal moment in week 4 of both of these programs. Liberty 2-1, Buchanan 3-0, and now this Liberty crowd is finally up on their feet. And look at this call right here, Kenny. They're going to try to just bolt it up the middle. Murphy, does he get in?
Oh! Liberty in for the touchdown.
What a play. They had it saved. They had it dialed in. We didn't see it all night. Maybe haven't seen it all year. We saw it right there. Touchdown, Liberty.
We got a good one going over here, VP. And right now, I'm communicating over there in Driller Land. They're up big, 27-7 over Bullard. And that was a huge drive for Liberty to go up, smacking Buchanan around on that last drive.
So all the football game of the Bees tonight, Buchanan, BHS, Bullard, and the L of Liberty right now with a big clutch touchdown, clutch play, clutch call. And you know what? We haven't seen it all night. And here's the replay of it right here, Kenny.
Yeah, amazing job, and that's just strength on strength. You get behind those big boys, and you finally get one, and you finish the drive. But now, can the defense do what they've done all night? Bow up and play hard. The only points they've given up were on a 70-yard touchdown play. Other than that, they've played perfect football. Can they finish perfection?
So the student section's going crazy, and one of the reasons why is that Mia Phillips was one of our guests on In the Huddle. She's in charge of this entire vibe down there tonight. It's Jungle Night, and she's one of the 4 that are on the scissor lift, getting everybody pumped up, and we knew it was going to be a great one. We could tell it was going to be a great one in the second quarter. We could just see the tug of war, and now 4 minutes and 5 seconds left. Can Buchanan muster up something special here on the road and a very familiar opponent in Liberty? Here's the kick. This is important, and it's a low kick. Bounces and stops at the 7-yard line. Not a bad bounce, and decent job.
Look like some extracurricular stuff going on the opposite side. They're letting it go. But hey, like I said, Liberty's defense has played a near perfect game other than one play. They're going to need that execution on this drive right here with 3:56 to play, because one thing we know about Buchanan, they can open it up as well.
Bears 28-yard line, it looks like.
A night with so many implications that will play out as the season goes, and I'm not really even talking about any kind of playoff seeding or any of that stuff. I'm talking about just...
What do we got?
Flag on the play.
False start on the offense. I'm meaning more about the implications of just a mental status on how it plays on a team to get, let's say it's Liberty that comes out, a big win, get to 3-1, and really stamp your name on a big early September home game against a longtime rival up 99. If Buchanan somehow comes through, drives down, and gets this win, and can somehow get it and take it back up north and be 4-0, all of a sudden their mental toughness even stronger. So the implications are huge. Richie Bolin, the new era of football in Liberty. Will he step outside the shadow and say, here we are, this is our squad? Big hit!
I don't know if I've seen a defense play a better brand of football top to bottom than this Liberty unit right now, because defensively this front seven has been fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Was that, I think it was Charles Gadbois, 68, I think that was the jersey. Sorry, the cheer squad and the students section let off a big blue smoke bomb.
Right.
and I literally can't see some of the numbers just yet. Their smoke is still bellowing. What a hit. Only a loss of 15. Goodness gracious. Well, after the penalty, all of a sudden they're way back. So now in trouble. Madrigal is going to try to launch it up. He sees Fulmer. No. Hey, oh man, what a beautiful move he put on. And he
You got a late flag thrown from the back judge, and you got to wonder what that is. It has to be blocking the back or holding. And that was at the end of the run, so you're wondering what's happening. We do have a Buchanan defender or offensive player hurt.
No,
They're
the
going to wave that
flag's
flag
waved
off.
off.
And I got a rule, VP. You can't throw your flag more than 20 yards if it's going to get picked up. I said that last week in the Renegade game. A guy threw the flag 30 yards from the back of the end zone,
Because
and
at
it ends up getting waved off.
At some point, you were thinking that it was the most adamant call of your life.
Yeah, that's demonstrative. So we got the replay over here, courtesy of Kern High Network and Dr. Julian Wilson.
Call it out.
That was a huge sack. We're trying to get that number. Looked like number 69 for Liberty. Amazing play.
I thought it was. Oh, it is. Now we can see that it's 69. Dakota Garcia. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, and Dakota's been balling all night. This kid, I mean, if we were just going to pick one individual, he might be the front runner of that defensive line along with a few other guys. But at this point, they get away with this one. The whole defense gets it.
You read my mind. We'd have to talk with Stan Green and maybe
get 11 shirts.
do
We need 11 shirts.
some kind of advertising co-op to get 11 shirts.
I got something on the shirt or two, Big Stan.
Just under 3 minutes in the game.
We'll have to figure that out because, to your point, this entire defense right now has stepped up in a big, big, big way. Now, 3rd and 11. Biggest third down of the game for both teams right here. The quarterback, Josh Madrigal, sent, and the whistles blow.
And this has to frustrate Buchanan because they're losing their rhythm as we're getting officials timeout, and it might be a sideline warning.
A sideline warning? Oh, the music. I think they're talking about the – oh, no, they want to put it up to 2:56. Is that what they're saying? They want to change the clock and get the clock set correctly.
So they're adjusting the clock. We still have the blue
oh, there it is.
haze
Got it.
across the top of the field. I thought they were stopping it to let the smoke clear.
Got it. Okay, can Buchanan put it together? Josh Madrigal's had an up-and-down night, done pretty well. Some great instances, but here we go. They put it in the hands of Waffer.
And the Buchanan parents are probably going crazy saying, why'd you run it? Because they're going for this. You want to get some yardage on that 3rd down to give yourself a makeable 4th down conversion opportunity when you know that you're going to have to go for it. And this is it.
4th and 6.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Here it is, everybody. Madrigal runs to his left, takes a lick, throws across the body, and it is incomplete, but a flag on the play. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my goodness. You hate to see flags on 4th down. It looked like a clean play.
And now you've got some of the key instrumental Buchanan Bears jogging back on the sidelines. Wow. And the entire sidelines is moving this way, so it looks as though it's going to be, and it is on Liberty. So 2:02 remaining.
First down.
I know we're on the opposite side, but an out route thrown to the boundary in a PI is very rare to see that, because you're wondering how did he defend it to interfere. A hold more often is called on an out route to the sideline, but hey, we're on the opposite side and we can't see it, so I'm gonna give the officials the benefit of the doubt. But that's an awkward call to see on an out route on a 3-step drop, because you usually don't have time to interfere.
Threw across his body, rolled to his left. 2:02 remaining now. Still some life left.
Wow.
In this tough Buchanan Bear football team. They're 3-0. They're going against Liberty 2-1. Boy, an epic Week 4 game.
Epic game and a huge call, but not a lot of complaining from the Liberty defenders.
Okay, Madrigal wants to go to the air, in trouble, pushed out of the pocket, somehow breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles. Oh, what a great run by Josh Madrigal.
Still
and he's still on his feet. This is a play to be remembered, and he gets the first down.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by Madrigal. Put that one in your memory bank right there, Bear fans.
Talk about extra effort. The kid broke 3 tackles behind the line of scrimmage and then carried 10 people with him.
They'll start the clock here any second, and they do. Now, Madrigal looks to the right side. He wants to throw this time. Throws to the far corner on the other side, and it is incomplete. Attempted out there to Jonathan Rennells.
Patriots, Brandon Thrasher on the coverage. 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
Second and 10. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Neil Diamond blaring over the speakers. They go on the ground with it, and all of a sudden now the Buchanan Bears have got a big pep in their step. That's Carvel Wafer.
Yeah, but he's in bounds, VP, and that clock's going to continue.
It should keep going. The whistle's blew, and the clock is ticking. Let's not forget now that Buchanan has 3 timeouts. 3 timeouts still for Coach Ross Wood.
3rd and 3 for the Bears.
This is crucial. Liberty back against the wall, 3rd and 4, trips open set for the Bears.
Looks left, backs up, throws off the back of his foot, and it is caught! Touchdown, Buchanan.
Wow!
Pass complete to number
Amazing pass on the fade, and you got a situation where the corner, his eyes are in the backfield, watching the quarterback too long, and the receivers continuing to streak by him, and that was a perfectly thrown pass. Touchdown, Bears.
Carvel Wafer with the big touchdown reception. And now
number 18, Jared Roberts out to attempt the point
Roberts with the big leg is going to kick a very, very important 1-point PAT, and it's up and it is good. So the big touchdown pass late in this football game, Wafer from Madrigal. And Kenny, we saw a Buchanan Bear team that struggled to get the ball really 90 to 80 yards all night long down the field, and they did it just like that in a matter of just minutes against a very, very tough defensive Liberty squad. It just all came together, and I can't tell you, that penalty on 4th and 7 was huge, and then Madrigal with that big first down, it was more than the yardage. It was the fact that the entire stands and the team just got behind him.
Yeah, but the frustrating thing for Liberty is what happens when you got young football players. When something like that happens on a 4th down with a penalty, it deflates you as a team, and you're not playing with the same energy. We saw these DBs and the defense play phenomenally all game. You give a second opportunity to Buchanan, and here's the replay. This just an amazing drop back. He skates, and you see it. The DB just fell asleep looking in the backfield, and that's an amazing catch by Carvel Wafer.
Wafer just kept running.
Yeah, he kept running. But you see the DB in the replay, he's looking at the quarterback the whole time, and he's like, oh, shoot, somebody's behind me. He has to pirouette and turn.
Okay, interesting decision here by Buchanan. What will they do? They hammer one, and it does bounce into Wattenberger on a one-hopper. He's looking for some room, looking for some space. What can he do to get outside? And he's going to try to get as far as he can.
Whoa.
Wrapped up inside.
With 36 seconds left, Liberty.
34, so 34 seconds left here.
Wow.
And a field goal is not going to do it.
Win or lose, this was an amazing game. Heartbreaking for Liberty if they're not able to get something offensively. But just, when it comes down to me from a defensive perspective, you have to continue to stay disciplined in that defensive back.
Okay, here we go. All of a sudden, the Buchanan side pretty pumped up. Got a 2-hour ride. It's going to be a lot more fun if this thing holds out. 34 seconds, 1 timeout for the Patriots. Time is of the essence, and Turk looks back, quickly throws, and it is intercepted. And it's over. How about this? And is it a touchdown? Did he get in? They're going to say no. He goes down at the 1-yard line. but it's going to be academic now. A deflected pass ends up in Landon Berger's hands, and a flag at the end of the play. So a hard toss out there went off the fingertips of a Patriot, ends up in the hands of Landon Berger, and he dove for that touchdown, wanted to get it done.
Great job, Coach. You got Buchanan's coaching staff excited after a great win. They fought, they earned it. Liberty, you got to feel like you let one get away with some undisciplined play in the secondary, but that was just a phenomenal effort by a Buchanan team that wasn't going to be denied.
You talk about 3 quarters of 7-3 football, or, roughly 3 quarters, at least when it was 7-3 at the half. Not a lot of scoring at all, obviously. And then 2 incredibly exciting drives from both teams, and then now a game punctuated by a couple of big flags for both teams. Both teams had to take some flags, and this penalty is going to be marched back, an unsportsmanlike conduct call. But it's not going to matter, Kenny. They're going to go down on a knee. And that's going to wrap it up. They're going to go down, and so the Liberty Patriots will move to 2-2, and Buchanan Bears will go to 4-0. And what a night for Buchanan. As we mentioned, they'll hop on Interstate 99, and that'll be a fun ride back up to Central California. And for the Liberty Patriots, oh so close. Oh so close. They were so close. Kenny, let's wrap up your thoughts on this game, and we will have a Kernheim Network Player of the Game discussion, and we'll get to that in just a second. But first of all, your thoughts on this whale of a football game for Week 4.
I feel like I'm the luckiest man alive getting to do this with you. I started my career with you, 2016 on a cold Southern California night. But I definitely feel like I'm one of the luckiest people in the world to be able to do this for a living and watch these kids give it their all, because this was an amazing football game. Heartbreaking for Liberty, coming up short. But seeing Buchanan continue to fight, you have to love the will and skill that they displayed in the fourth quarter to get it done, and just a great play.
Our Kernheim Network Player of the Game, we decided this off the air during one of the timeouts, is going to be the defender, jersey number 4, Tyler Kimball, one of a host of defenders that played a phenomenal football game. Historically, we don't go down to the huddle of a team that's had a defeat. We let them have their time and their moment, but we will make sure that the Liberty Patriot, Tyler Kimball, who represented a defense for the Patriots tonight that was just unbelievable, is our Kernheim Network Player of the Game. The win goes to Buchanan, and the Kernheim Network Player of the Game shirt will go to young Tyler Kimball. Well, an unbelievable day at Liberty. It started with In the Huddle, and it was phenomenal, and what a game tonight, Week 4. Boy, it was just a heart stopper, a barn burner towards the end, and Liberty will bounce back. A great test of character after this, and for Buchanan, I'm sure that everybody over there in the red and white feels like they're on their way now. On behalf of our director, Dr. Julian Wilson, my partner, Kenny Calvin, Stan Green, and everyone at the Kern High School District, and everybody at Liberty High School, thank you for giving us a really fabulous Friday here in September. We hope you have a great and safe weekend.